Hello there! In today's video I am going to show you how I conceal my deep set eyes because that has been requested. But first of all, how do you establish if you have deep set eyes or not? Basically, bullies in school noticed that before I did. Some people used to make fun of me because my eyes are deep into my head. And I wasn't aware that was a thing before people made fun of me for that. But when I got into makeup, I realized that this is a thing. And deep set eyes are eyes that are sunken into your eye socket. You can spot a deep set eye by looking at the crease. I think the crease is the most obvious factor, I think. Here you can see that this fold is very visible. My crease is like very obvious because my lid is sunken back, and this bone that's sustaining my eyebrows is pretty pushed forward compared to the lid. The thing is, the whole eye socket is pretty sunken, so it starts here in the crease, but it kind of goes down like that. So this entire area around my eyes is pushed back into my head, which is perfectly fine. These are just facts. So naturally, deep set eyes have some darkness around the eye socket. It's kind of like the shadow falls into those places. So we're going to conceal that with makeup. At the moment I have foundation on my face, but I do not apply the foundation up to my under eyes, so I kind of stop right here. So I apply my foundation up to here. My under eye is makeup free. I'm going to go ahead and start the application. I have two products, actually three, including the powder, because we're going to have to set the concealing work that we do today. I have two products from the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser range. I have the Brightener, which I'm going to use first. This is a light pink, salmony pink. You can think of it like, yeah, it's a brightener. I think the name is spot on. Applying this before your concealer helps brighten your under eyes and therefore cancel the shadows, the darkness around the eye socket. This is optional, but in my opinion it does make a difference if you want to really cancel out the discoloration on the under eye area. So let's start the application. I'm gonna get some product out by twisting it. I don't know if this is a thing for deep set eyes, but for me the most discoloration is right here in the inner corner of the eye. That's kind of my darkest spot, so that is where I usually apply most product. Stamping here and also a little bit here. You can either use a sponge, a brush, or your fingers, whatever application method that you prefer. I am going to use a beauty sponge today, and I'm gently gonna tap the product into my skin. Be aware that the sponge application kind of absorbs a little bit of the product. And now my under eyes are pink, but they are very bright. I can't really wear this on its own because I have a very olive toned skin. So my skin has a very warm undertone, which makes this pink look really off on me. I've read some comments that some people with a pink undertone are able to pull this off without any concealer on top. It's just not me. I have the shade Neutralizer from the same Instant Anti-Age Eraser range. This, on the other hand, is really yellow. So if you have a very pink undertone of the skin, this might not work for you. But this on me looks very natural. It looks like a regular concealer, even though I think this is supposed to be a color corrector as well. But anyway, this is my concealer of choice today. I'm gonna twist it to get the product out. And again, the focus is going to be on my inner corner and also the under part of the eye, but not really concealing my outer corner. I have basically nothing to conceal there, so let's blend it in. I'm using the same sponge and using tiny tapping motions. I'm not pressing too hard. I don't want to absorb all the product into my sponge. I'm gently just fading it. A thing I noticed that I do all the time, wasn't aware that I do this because I have deep set eyes, but I conceal this spot. It kind of, I feel like it kind of neutralizes and evens out the whole under eye area. Right now it kind of still looks like I have a hollow here, and this, the light kind of bounces back on this area. So I am going to conceal a bit right here. And again, blend it out with my sponge. And what you can do, again, an additional step, is concealing, applying an extra layer of concealer right on this portion. As you can see, I have kind of a dark line here, so I'm going to attempt to lighten it even more with concealer. And whenever I want my under eyes to be really evened out, I would use a powder sponge to set my under eyes and a colored powder. I have here a powder that has pigment. I think it's from Makeup Professional, I think the brand is called. It's just Moop, M-U-P. Anyways, any loose powder that has a little bit of pigment in it will work. Just make sure that you do not set a crease. So I'm gonna really blend this in. And I'm gonna press the powder on my under eyes. Because this has pigment, it's gonna add a little bit of extra coverage. And I'm also going to use the tip of my sponge to set into the inner corner. And look what a difference that makes. This is really bright, really cancelled out. I don't necessarily reach for this technique every single day because I think, in my opinion, it looks a little too perfect. If that is a thing. I don't know, it's kind of like I almost enjoy having a little bit of imperfection in my skin. Like a little bit of freckles, a little bit of spots, a little bit of dark circles. This cancels out everything. It's really smooth and really bright. Oh wow. And that is all I wanted to share with you today, how to get smooth, even under eyes. I hope you found this video useful, I hope you learned something today, and that is all for me. I'm going to head out. I want to thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!